Hi, y'all. Twilighters. Just down here in the garage. Doing a little bit of maintenance. Checking some things out. Yes, that Bianchi's a lot of fun. But yeah, been working on my Ducati a bit. Really enjoying this. Some micro adjustments on the front end. It's a really great setup. I like early bikes with simple, good technology and hot upgrades. Been getting the seat right, been getting the stance right. Got some different risers on here. Get the attitude and altitude kind of back where I want it. So, thank you, Twilighters, for turning in and turning out. Thanksgiving, traditionally a time here on YouTube that people kind of veg out, I'm told. I don't really care. You've come to join me. I've come to join you. Having a nice day today. Got a lot of gratitude. About to hang that sucker up back where it belongs. And it's wonderful. Moving some things around. All right. So, I paint a lot. It's been happening the past couple of years. Been really getting into the brush, messing with palettes, taking certain narratives and messing with them. And a little Texie. Well, he didn't understand the vacuum advance on a Volkswagen distributor, apparently. So I made light of that in that painting. That was from a Porsche Volkswagen guy, kind of a heckle mode. But thanks for coming here. I am pondering the Making Manson deal. Have you all streamed the 3-part, I guess they want to call it the latest documentary? There's been some different takes on it and critiques here by fellow YouTubers. Longtime Manson YouTuber Michael Channels had our good friend Stoner Van Houten, aka Bruce Fox, on the show, and it was an interesting analysis of it. I feel fairly ambivalent about it. There was the usual stuff. It seems like the analysis that Bruce put forth was pretty accurate, that it was an exercise of finality, and a lot of these people that certainly these people are never going to do this project as a group again. I hope it's the last time that these tired personalities are trotted out. I think, thank goodness, a lot of them are dying. What was positive for me, they are doing more towards the tide that is alternative discussion that doesn't revolve around the Vincent Bugliosi narrative, the whole helter-skelter thing. It's pretty interesting that Stephen K is willing to throw his bro under the bus. And he's such a funny guy. Nasal speaking. And then if you tune into Back Porch Tapes with Michael Channels, he's easily found here. He said something funny. He said he met Stephen K at one point, and K is coming out. He's coming in this doorway, and he's like, he saw his face, and all he could think of is Charlie saying from one of his parole hearings, Stephen K. from his mother, as they all introduced themselves. Hilarious shit. So, what is the analysis of Making Manson? A lot of the same talking heads, as Stoner so aptly noted, nothing new. Just some sensationalist shit here and there. It was good to hear the voice. It was cool to hear Gypsy say some of the stuff she said. But then, of course, she does have to flip-flop again, as Stoner said, because of her Jesus status, I guess. But there's so much to be learned. I hope in the future when we can get beyond people's legal needs and personal freedom issues where we can really have flat research, because I don't think until there's amnesty for any survivor that we're going to get a lot of this truth. Because why would somebody put themselves in any kind of jeopardy in the name of truth? Or it's really just entertaining the fucking masses. We're over here feeling entitled to these stories, myself included. Here I am, becoming what's now like a pejorative term, YouTuber. Because of this case. And I feel really motivated because I'm tired of the shit. I'm tired of the fucking same goddamn faces coming up and saying the same shit. There's a lot of new information. There's a lot of people coming out. We need to get this amnesty shit going on for people so they can say things if they feel like saying, but they don't owe us a goddamn thing. People come at survivors. People come at these women who gave their all and demand these answers, demand whatever the fuck it is they want. And I'm not saying I haven't been guilty of it, because my interest in the case, my interest specifically in the women who were so committed. Where I grew up in Ridgecrest, California, feel free to Google them shits. It was the last jumping off point right before you hit Ballarat, which was the southwestern gateway into Barker Ranch. And Capistrano, a.k.a. Catherine Gillis, was intimately familiar with this simply because of her grandparents owning what is still the only, today, private acreage within the confines of the Death Valley National Monument Park. They own their acreage in this grandfathered lineage. The Barker Ranch has been ceded to the State Parks Department and all these different federal bureaus, whereas the Gillis family has maintained their control, and it's actually a very lovely property. So Ridgecrest, as a result, had various surviving Manson family members that I came in contact with unknowingly as a child. It's just things that had happened. I'll put different accounts from friends of mine and people I grew up with in Ridgecrest who had met people over the years, including my father, who I didn't take his account fully seriously. And I'll give that in one of these further episodes. But in the meantime, I just wanted to shoot a short and say how much I appreciate you, Twilighters. How much Casey Fields appreciates you, and our wonderful friend and partner, producer Alex. We're tooting on up to triple figures in the subscribers. Woo! That's making my little heart proud. We're going to look back on these humble beginnings and be very excited. We pray for y'all and your families, whoever your God may be, whoever your spirit may be. Allow the blessings to come into your heart. Please, if you've got some regrets, if you've got some hurts and hard feelings out there in this world with anybody, and you've got a chance to make some amends, and it's within your power to not hurt them, and you're able to do so, from my heart to yours, I do recommend doing that. It's a great release. for both of y'all. And kindness from the heart is somehow more readily accepted during this season. And for me, some may think that's corny, but any advantage to make your heart right and to bring gladness or closure to somebody else should be taken advantage of every time. With love in my heart, Twilighters, I go forth into this Thanksgiving weekend. The holidays are coming up in the Christmas form that we know them in this Judeo-Christian world that I'm taking part in. And again, whoever your God may be, let your spirits of blessing and abundance overflow in a way that allows you to be kind. And let's try to keep that spirit throughout the year. Let everything we do be done with joy from the heart.